Hello, friends. How is I had to think about it for a second. I had to be like, what is today? Tuesday. How is your Tuesday going? How are you doing? What are you up to? Say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're here. Let me know what you're up to on this lovely Tuesday evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. As you can maybe see, I am alone. I am alone. I shouldn't be, and I won't be alone for long. Kelsey got caught in traffic coming home from work. So you just have me for a little bit, and then Kelsey will be here and you will have both of us for the rest of the night. But for right now, you just have me. And tonight, obviously, these are B&K Bookclub Sprints. However, you can read whatever you want to. It's okay if you don't want to join us. But if you do want to join us, we're going to be starting Mia Sosa's new book, When Javi Dumped Mari. If I am correct, Kelsey has never read a Mia Sosa book. I have read two others. This will be my third. And I am in love with Mia Sosa's romance novels. So I'm very excited to dive into this with all of you tonight. I'm very, very excited. Also, I have been reading not romance all day. I have been reading dark fantasy romance or like dark romance all day. So this is going to be a really different vibe from what I've been reading. This is going to be a real switch up for what I'm reading. But yeah, this is what we are going to be working on tonight. We'll be chatting in the B&K Discord. If you are not a part of that, the link is in the description box. I feel like there was something else I was going to say and I've forgotten. So when it comes to me, I'll say it then. Oh, I know what it is. This is my first public sprints since like in the last 2 weeks. I haven't done public sprints because I got sick and then I was away on vacation. So I have missed doing public sprints so much. I just disappeared off the face of the internet with illness and or vacation. So it's so nice to be back and be here for some B&K Book Club sprints. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Hi, Alex. Caitlin's here. Glenda. Hi. Bethany started earlier, but only 2 chapters in so far. How are you liking the 2 chapters you read? Are they long chapters or short chapters? I haven't even looked. I literally just downloaded the audiobook momentarily. As I was waiting for the sprints to start, tell me it's supposed to start, I quickly downloaded the audio because obviously, you know me, I require the audio because I absolutely do. I'm using an Audible credit for it, but if anybody doesn't know, Audible now gives you percentages. So I can finally tell you the percentage I am through the book because Audible finally has gifted us with percentages. Hallelujah. It's taken ages to give us this, but we finally have it. 4 Days of Fantasy. I am ready for a rom-com. Honestly, same. I've been reading dark romance for the last 2 days, and I'm kind of ready for something a bit more light and fluffy. You know? Hi to Neil. Tuesday's going good so far. Me too. I've been reading all day. I decided to do a 12-hour readathon today just because I needed to finish Butcher and Blackbird because I'm about to lose the audio of that from Libby. There was a lot of things that I needed to get done. So I was 12-hour readathon today. And this is obviously going to be part of that with reading this tonight. Hi, Allie. How are you? YouTube. Rude. Hi, Jess. How are you? I have an audiobook and chores on the list tonight. There are too many chores. I understand this completely. Hi, Bree, and Leandra's here. Leandra has just been sprinting away all afternoon, and I'm so excited to see you here in the comments, friend. Hi, Jen. Hi, Laura. Reading a book, an arc, called I'll Find You Where the Timeline Ends. Oh, I kind of love that title. That's a fun one. How are you doing with Sunrise on the Reaping? How are you doing? I read this during the Amazing Readathon, and I mean, it made me want to immediately watch Catching Fire, which I have since done. When I was down with my illness, I binged The Hunger Games because I had just read Sunrise on the Reaping, and I was like, okay, it's time for a rewatch of The Hunger Games. It was just you have to watch Catching Fire at least after reading Sunrise on the Reaping because of how much is there's just so much that like lines up. But like, obviously, if you're going to watch Catching Fire, you're going to watch all 4. Like, you're just going to. Dinner's in the oven, so at some point I'll be eating. What are you having? Probably be bouncing between my Drizzt book and maybe some other project. This is your first Me A Sosa. I'm interested to see how this falls with like which ones I like the best, My order, which I'm pretty sure I've rated them all the same, but like I do kind of have a preference. So The Worst Best Man is my favorite. Then Wedding Crashers. So we'll see where this falls in it. Hi, Lexi. Just getting home. Need to film a video and then get dinner started. Hi, Stacy. Not reading the book, although I've never read anything by Me A Sosa, and you do need to fix that. Yes, you do. You must. Finish making dinner, pass the salad, and then we'll be reading The Lost Hero. Bree needs to film in the first sprint. It sounds like it's going to be a filming night for a lot of people. Then we'll be continuing How Bad Things Can Get, the new Darcy Coates book coming out next month. I saw this on your Instagram story that you were reading this. Mid-chapter on my work audio, so I'll be finishing that and then hopping into Javi and Mari. I know that you said that you had the arc of this, so I'm just glad we're helping you get to your arcs. Gonna be chilling in my yard and read for a bit before I make supper. Such a nice day. It is not nice here. The humidity is aggressive today. Like it is awful, honestly. We had 91% humidity today, and it just rained most of the day, which was probably why the humidity was bad. But also, like, the humidity is just always kind of bad here. Look at us. Look at us coming back after amazing. Had to say, go lore keepers. 17 pages in. They're not long. Oh, nice. I'm kind of in the mood for short chapters, honestly. Hi, Alicia. Just added when Javi dumped Mari on my audiobook list for Libby. 29th in line. That's not bad, considering I know some people have some pretty long waits for this book, mine included. Thank you, Robin. I know. Finally. Took them long enough, honestly. Took them ages. Right? Brie inspired us all to make Pass the Salad. That would be nice. I do wish we could kind of do both. This is very true. I agree that I wish we could have both, but I think I would prefer percentages to time left. Okay. Just sent a message. Yeah, you're reading One Dark Kiss, and I'm assuming your message is about One Dark Kiss. Alicia and I are buddy reading this. We highly anticipated this dark romance fantasy retelling of Snow White. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for this. And might I add that I sat down with this today. Poor Alicia has catching up to do, and it's my fault because I just was reading, and I read over 200 pages of this today, and I shouldn't have, but there was nothing I could do about it because it was just what my heart wanted. You still don't have the percentages option? Audible needs to roll this out to more people. I thought everybody was having it. Been slow going this month, so I started romance yesterday. I'm enjoying it so far. The Rules of Royalty. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Chores, laundry needs to be folded. Almost halfway and need to rewatch after this. You really do. Yeah, it's necessary after finishing Sunrise on the Reaping. Chicken with roasted potatoes and carrots. It sounds amazing. Just a dabbler in romance. I highly recommend Me A Sosa, one of my favorite, but they are spicy, especially the Wedding Crashers. Not necessarily more spicy than a lot of other romances, but they're spicy. Having some dinner and started this book today and diving more into it tonight. Also, hello, Cora. Hi, Troy. Gonna start this audio. Nice. Stupid hot today. And you have the humidity. It makes it so much worse when it's humid because the air should not have density. It shouldn't. The air should not be soup, but it is. Hoopla and Libby both let you see the percent and how much is left in the chapter. You know, I'm just happy they finally gave me one of the things I wanted. This happened in the Patreon because we noticed it as a group collectively. Actually, who noticed it? I think it was Stacy. Stacy, I feel like you were the one that changed my life for the better. With the percentages on Audible. I had it, but there was like a bunch of people who didn't. Now, some of them have it. I thought everybody did, but obviously not everybody does yet. So they're slowly rolling it out. I do not know why we're doing it slowly, but there has been movement because I do know there were some people who didn't have it when me and Stacy first had it that now have it. Finally have a break from the humidity. Last week was bonkers. I feel like now we're just at that point of summer, like July, August, where it's just going to be humid forever now for me. And I just need to like cope with it. But I don't want to. But now we are just like, we have a fan running while I'm on sprints. Luckily, y'all can't hear it. I tested it with my patrons, but I was like, I must have a fan. Percentage calculator saved, and I just use it to know. Prefer to have the time left. That's totally fair. I mean, you can switch it back and forth too. Like, it's pretty easy to switch. Yeah, I had to go in and change it in my settings too. I did too. I did as well. But I've officially gone to percentage because I do everything in percent. So I'm just like, finally, I have percentages. Finally. Okay. I assume that we will have Kelsey when we get back. That does mean I'll be a little bit ahead of her in the book club book, but that's okay. I haven't. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to grab a bookmark. So I'm going to run upstairs, look through my bookmarks, and get a matching bookmark for my book. And then I'm going to dive into When Javi Dumped Mari. And I will see you all in 45. Hello. We're back. Hold on. We did gain a Kelsey. We did.
Thankfully.
You're back. You made it.
Yeah, I made it after an hour and a half stuck in traffic. Yay.
Yeah, about that. It was rough for you there, but
It was. There must have been an accident or something, I feel, but
must have been.
Oh well. I didn't see one, thankfully, and I wasn't in one, so
that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you did no reading, and I really didn't either. I'm only on page 17 because I had to parent and do things, so I wasn't really here for that sprint. So you know what? We're actually kind of starting off. Matt knew that you weren't that you were here and just wanted to keep me busy for you. So there you go.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, that's what occurred.
I was like, I'm gonna pop up and you're gonna be like halfway done already.
No, okay. I'm 17 pages in. I've read one chapter. So
do you have the audio?
I do.
Do you like the audio?
Of course I have the audio.
I know. It's not even a question at this point. Do you recommend it?
Yes, dual narration.
Okay. I'm debating it. I don't know. I think I have to buy it if I want it. I'll check, but
I also had to buy it.
Yeah.
But like at this point, I can't read without an audiobook. So
yeah,
it is
what
it is.
I think I'll be okay. But yeah, I think I'll like it. I think you'll love it, I think
I'm going to love it. I think you're going to really like it too, because you like friends to lovers romances.
I do. Yes, I do.
So
and I trust your opinion on like her books. Like I think that they sound like
Thank you so much.
Certain books. I will say there's one.
I was waiting to see how you were going to end that sentence. But
if you think
said romance books, I was going to go,
If you think, no, I meant, I trust your opinion if you think I'll like a book. I don't necessarily like trust your opinion being like that I would like a book, but if you say I will like a book, I do trust that I'll like it.
I agree, because I'm same. Like if you say I would like a book, yes, because we pretty much know when we're not going to like books. Because we've read a lot of books together at this point. Like we have read so many books, together. We have a really good idea,
definitely,
of what works. Although truly, this year for B&K, we've not had a lot of luck.
Yeah, and actually, I just had a fun like content idea that I'll message you about, just that randomly popped in my head.
Okay, I'm excited. Although last month was a hit.
Yes, last month was a hit.
Finally.
Yes, One Golden Summer. I'm like, wait a second,
what did we read?
I loved it, and I'm like, what did we read?
You gave it 5 stars.
Yep.
But we finally got a win out of One Golden Summer. So
we did. And honestly, I was expecting that, but I wasn't sure if you would end up liking it or not, because how things were going at the beginning. True. And then it like really, really went up. So that's true.
Because if you watch those sprints, you would think that I didn't like it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But it grew on me.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that.
It did.
I'm very happy.
Okay, I need to scroll back up because we're nowhere near the top of the comments. Hello, Moore. Hello, Lynn. Rainey is here getting pizza because the chicken went bad. I'm so sorry. That's so annoying, honestly.
Yeah, that's very annoying.
Hi, Sir Vasha. Just finished The River is Waiting. An easy 5-star, but heartbreaking. I remember you telling me, I feel like on yesterday. I love how I'm talking like Monday was a long time ago. That's how this week feels, friends. Is that Monday?
Really does. It's been a week for like our whole group chat. I feel like maybe not Leandra. I don't feel like anything bad has really happened to Leandra, but other than that, we've had a week. I feel
we have had a week, and it does feel like Monday.
And it's Tuesday, and it's
I know, I know. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So my work audio only has an hour left, so I'm going to finish that. That's totally fair. Yeah, and start this tomorrow. We're going to be reading this for a while because I didn't tell Kelsey this, but my plan is to put this down after tonight and then read it during Weekend at Timmy's on the weekend because it works for the double D prompt.
That is fine because I would love to go back to Jar of Hearts.
So maybe we'll just we're going to start it and everyone come back on Saturday and we'll read it for Weekend at Timmy's.
That sounds good.
Kelsey,
because that actually really makes me happy because I was like, I really want to read Jar of Hearts. I also need to get caught up on Shield of Sparrows that's what it's called. With Rainy, I'm like, this actually really works out well.
There you go. Maybe we can rope you into coming on sprints. I don't know if you're busy. You might be busy.
That's a good question. I will check my schedule.
We'll talk about it off screen. I'm just like, maybe bring you on. Filmed a video and got dinner going. Grilled chicken salad. That sounds amazing. I love grilled chicken and salad. Ate dinner and read a few pages. Got to 168 pages in my arc. Got to chapter 6 and not sure this one's for me. Oh no, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's totally fair. Got to chapter 7. Everybody else is doing much better than us.
Yes, I blame traffic. Maybe I should have I was literally barely moving. I could have pulled up the audiobook and started getting some read because it was no thought of driving. You're literally moving inch by inch. So
we'll catch up. It'll be fine.
Yes, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Managed to clean the bathtub as best I can anyway. Nice. Read a few chapters of Closer to the Chest and took out the garbage. Wow, you got a lot done.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry your neighbors suck.
Yeah.
Because why? Why must people? Why are people?
I know.
Got to page 57 and on chapter 6. Got to 24% and working through the laundry. Bethany got through chapter 4. Everyone is ahead of us.
That is okay.
It's fine. 20 pages with kids. Literally, this was me. I got 17 pages with kids.
No pages, no kids.
You had cars in traffic.
Yes.
That's fine. Making dinner now. Finished dinner and read 20 pages. I feel like that was collectively for a lot of people a dinner sprint. We hit dinner people.
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah.
I had 10 credits on Libro. That's amazing.
Oh
I used my credits way too fast.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly. Hello. 40% into A Forgery of Fate. I hope you are loving this. I cannot wait to read this. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I'm very excited.
Oh, you'll love it.
I know. I'm gonna be obsessed. Gotta have my video filmed. It's a stats video, so a lot of information. This is so true.
I believe this. Besides Meet Me at the Lake.
I haven't
read that one. I don't claim.
I haven't read that
one. No.
Not. Oh no!
Ooh. I am shocked.
Oh my! I bought this. Although Rainy not liking it might mean that I will like it.
I might have. Should I have known this from the group chat today, or was this?
I didn't know
it. Okay, because I was I did miss a couple
behind. So truly, I have no idea.
Okay. Wow.
Reading a horror manga called Brain is Dead. Literally, just jinxing you. I think I said it was almost because we were making our plans for what to read this weekend. And I was like, it's almost here because it feels like the 3 weeks from when I announced it went really fast.
Yeah.
But there is also a possibility that I said it was here in my delirium.
Who knows?
Who knows what I said, Caitlin? Truly. Definitely thought today was Thursday.
I wish.
That's how are we going to feel by Thursday?
The week has to go up from here, right?
You'd think. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll all be here on the weekend to do Weekend at Timmy's together and turn it around if it's still being a really long week. This is not a question. It's a question for you.
So I don't know if I'll get to 150. I got to whatever our second, around 100, whatever our second day was, but I don't know when I'll get to 150, Rainy. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Me too. I am too. And we've got a busy weekend, Kelsey and I.
Yes, a busy Sunday.
Busy Sunday.
You have a busy Saturday. I might have a busy Saturday if I check my schedule and I'm free.
Truly. About to use a credit on A Curse Carved in Bone, and Julie says don't do it.
Wow.
Oh no. Well, y'all know I DNF'd the first book of this, so I can't be trusted.
I'm worried because I have both of them. Like, they're so pretty.
They are. I'm glad I read the first one before I bought, like, before the second one came out, so that I knew just not to bother.
I hope I love them. I just haven't been in a romantic mood in so long.
You really haven't.
No, like I have a ton sitting here, but Shield of Sparrows, maybe that'll get me back into it. I don't know. I just haven't. Yeah, I haven't been in one. I don't know.
This is true, and I've really been like solely on that for a while.
Yeah, and Rainey's always in it.
Like if I'm reading fantasy, I've done a lot of like romance and other things, but
yeah, and I was like in a really big romance mood last year, but this year I've read like mostly literary fiction. Like I've been back to back to back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Luckily, we have a lot of literary fiction in the pipeline too.
Yeah.
So, just read Meet Me at the Lake. Did you like it, Bethany?
I need to know.
I own this one. I haven't read it. Because actually, the only Carly Fortunes I have read are the B&K Book Club ones. I haven't read any backlist.
That's true, yeah.
I've only read the last 2 years, but they've been both very successful.
And there's another next year, I think. So we'll probably be adding that, right?
I'm good to add it because
I'm starting to think about ones. Yeah.
This is true. Kelsey's already started messaging me with like books and being like, for next year. I'm like, sure.
The only one where it's like probably not, she's not getting added is Ashley Winstead. And like, because I feel like it's just like, yes, this one wasn't bad for you, but like it wasn't.
I gave it a 3. I wouldn't call it successful.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I give it a 4. Yeah. I just feel like it's like, we're just done. Like, I'm still going to read her, but like on B&K, you do not expect.
There's one of mine that Allie Hazelwood, you've
I'm done with her.
On. I was gonna say,
unless it's a check and mate kind of vibe, I could read a YA.
You'll do a new adult YA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's 2 authors that one of us has vetoed. Like each one of us are like, it's the end.
And like I'm very much worried for R.F. Kuang.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not concerned.
I'm very worried.
I don't expect you to like it, but I'm not worried.
And I'm really trying to get it from the library. I'm on hold, and I hope they order more copies because I'm like, I don't want to buy that because I know I might DNF.
You will probably DNF.
So I think if I can't, I'm gonna just buy like a digital version, so it's like not as much.
Yeah, fair.
So we'll see.
Confusing story, gothic vibes, and not much of a romance. See, I still might like it then.
Yeah, you would like it probably.
Yeah, that still might work for me. The House of Eve tonight. Also, hi, Jen. Hi, Michelle. Definitely feels like Monday was a while ago. I'm glad we're not the only ones.
Right? Like, what is going on?
Death of the author. Death of the author. Should we tell her? Okay. So Death of the author. Nobody knows this because all 3 of us attempted to vlog this. Did you attempt to vlog this?
I did not.
Okay. 3 of us did a buddy read for this. It was me, Leandra, and Kelsey over the Amazing Readathon. All of the vlogs that this was in hit the cutting room floor. So nobody knows what we thought of Death of the Author. And let's just say the buddy read did not go well. The buddy read did not go well. Didn't go well.
Did I DNF first?
I don't know.
Or did Leandra?
I don't remember.
Oh, I DNF'd and then Leandra said like it's not worth it to continue. Yes, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm cutting it off here. I'm not reading it anymore. And then Leandra DNF'd.
Leandra, shoot, I liked it. I didn't mind it.
Did you like it or didn't mind it? Those are 2 different things.
At the time,
but now you're like, a little bit lower.
Here's what happened with Death of the Author. When I was reading it, I was liking it. If I put that book down, no part of me ever felt like I needed to pick it back up again. Does that make sense?
Oh, well, that totally makes sense.
Like there was no part of me that went, oh, I need to pick it back up. But like when I was reading it, I was appreciating the story.
Yeah, no, I get that.
If that makes sense. I think it was much too literary fiction for me.
But
and it was much literary sci-fi for you.
And it was just boring.
It was just boring.
It was just boring. And like, I was just like there almost too much going on, but in a boring way. Like, sorry if anyone loved this. I am not trying to critique it and say it's a bad book. It's just
It's not
for
a bad book. It's actually a very well written book.
I think I just missed the mark for me. Like, it was just like I felt like I was supposed to be like really into this book, and it seemed too intelligent for me. Maybe I don't know what it was, but
yeah, I think the book was trying to do too many things.
Yeah.
All at once, because even that's one of the reasons the vlog hit the thing is I kept trying to talk about all the different things the book was doing, and I sounded like a crazy person.
That's what I mean.
I was
like,
trying to talk about way too many things in one vlog. There was so much. There was just so much happening in this book, like commentary wise, and I just was like, it was a lot. It was a lot.
My book club tried to like chat about it, and they're like one person's like, I barely even know what I'm talking about. Someone else was like, I honestly don't even remember half that book. And then any of the ones that finished were like, that was not worth it to finish it. Like, the highest rating was 3 stars.
Yeah, it was a rough one for us.
Yeah.
I did want to do this for the 5-star club, so it worked out that I didn't. Although honestly, it would have ended up about the same as the one we chose for 5-star club. So
yeah, I would have. Yeah.
We wouldn't have come out any worse or better.
No.
Leandra got to 51%, so you DNF first.
Oh yeah, like I was like
you didn't make
19, not even. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
The disability rep is good. Agreed. I know we're calling Leandra. This one didn't work for me, but this was my first by the author, so I need to try others. Sarvasha also DNF'd Death of the Author. I think it's one of those ones that you either will love it or you will not like it. Like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of like middle ground.
Oh, absolutely.
With Death of the Author, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
The robots also, like, up until the very last minute, have no connection to the if that makes sense. Like, it takes a really long time for this to, like, you know.
Yeah.
I love how Leandra is putting in her actual critiques. So because literally I don't remember. Like, this was halfway through Amazing Readathon, and I no longer remember what happened. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I purposely forgot all of that book.
It was a blur. That whole vlog hit the cutting room floor for me. I just was like, this is not. I was talking like an unhinged person because I was trying to like be articulate about.
I would love to see that footage if you still have it.
I don't think I do. I don't think
I do. Leandra's, because I'm like literally like, what even actually happened from what
there was so much commentary for me to talk about, and trying to talk about all of it articulately, it became it was just it wasn't it was too much. It was like, read the book, you'll know what the author
I read the book and I didn't even understand what was happening half the time.
So it was just, it was what it was. Finished Brain Dead. It was unhinged and weird. There you go. I need to scroll back up because we got into this and I left so many comments behind.
Right. Yes.
And truly, I really hope I started. Oh, I did. Past me was smart. It's slow burn. That makes sense. Is it slow burn? Here's my question with anyone who has read this. Is it so slow burn that the romance is not in the first book? Or is it like near the end of the first book? Because I feel like some romanticises do this, where it's slow burn that like the romance is not even in the first book. And I don't
love that.
That's not my favorite.
No.
I'm not going to lie. Like,
well, because I need a little bit of introduction. Like, for example, with, is it Spark or Glow, the first one? Like, yes, okay, it wasn't like a whole romance, but you got an introduction.
But there's enough of it. Yeah.
That, like, it was like kind of nothing major, but like you got enough to like leave you hooked for the next.
Yeah, that is the first book is a political fantasy book, but there's enough of the romance in it that you can still see how it is a fantasy romance.
Yeah, and I was shocked I gave that 5-star actually. Like,
that I did.
I loved it too.
I can't wait to continue.
I know, me too.
It got better for Caitlin. Rainy.
Okay.
So that may be high hopes. Montana Hannah week. Oh, the worst of both worlds. I get it. I was like, wait a minute, what is this in reference to? I should understand a Hannah Montana reference.
Yeah.
I am of the correct age to understand this. Don't mind slow burn and no spice is okay. It's more just not understanding fully what's going on and just having and think it was way overhyped.
That's fair.
Kelsey, get on it.
I will, Rainy, I hope. Maybe you need to give me more recs again so that I have to read them, but like not this month.
Fair. Read book 1 and got Curse Carved in Bone from the library and give back after a couple chapters. Maybe I'll like it better later. You know what? Sometimes you just got to like try it at a later date. For sure. It's the only one you didn't like. Same for Kels.
Same. Like I didn't hate it. It was just 3. It was like meh.
I know you loved A Fate Inked in Blood.
Okay, I'm glad to hear this because
yeah, I read it with Jess. Well, I read half of it with Jess and then I DNF'd and Jess continued. I hope that you like Cursed. I need to read every summer after now that I read.
Yes, you do.
Someday. I don't have any.
It's such a quick read. Like whenever you're looking for like at some point if you need a quick read. Plus like Timmy's could get you to throw it on sometime soon.
You never know what that's going to do. Truly. Yeah. I mean, I'm reading Butcher and Blackbird right now.
Yeah.
So there you go. Really liking Shield Spirit. I'm so glad you're liking Atmospheres. Yeah. I have to read this.
I'm liking both as well. Rainy's going to fly by me and probably finish before I get back to them. But I am enjoying both.
I think this is for Meet Me at the Lake.
For which one?
Meet Me at the Lake.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. It's been a while. It was like 2 years ago. I don't even remember.
I'm glad you liked this book, Barry. I really liked the first part of it, but the second half lost me a little bit.
That's fair, yeah. The more I think about it, the more it goes down from a 4 to really like a 3.5 to a 3. Like the more I really like think about it.
That's a great question, Kelsey.
So that is in October, and it is You Belong Here.
There you go.
Rainy, all of our B&K, like if you go on my Instagram, they're like a highlight on like the book club highlight. I think
we both have announcement videos that went out.
Yeah, that too.
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the week of all weeks, truly.
I wish it was like Wednesday or Friday.
I'm caught up to where we were.
Oh, amazing.
I'm caught up to where we were. Look at that. Yeah, I feel that. It wasn't like I said, for me, I enjoyed it while I was reading it, but if I put it down, there was just nothing. I had no motivation to pick back up.
Yeah.
It's a sign that something's not quite connecting properly.
Yeah.
Romance in the first book for Night and Moth. So it's slow burn, but the romance is in the first book. Look at me knowing what all the comments are. I'm impressed with myself. Normally by now, I'm like, what were we talking about? This Woven Kingdom did that. The romance wasn't in it a lot. I don't know why I loved it, but I did. Someday I'll give this a try.
Yeah.
Winnie really wants me to. And a lot of my patrons thought I would like it when we were talking about it. One of these days. When? No idea. Got Rex for you. Probably your least favorite, but I still say I liked it. This Woven Kingdom had just enough romance for me. Well, then it might just be perfect for me then.
Yeah.
Although I'm starting to be quite a fantasy romance reader. So, you know.
Yeah, you really are.
I really am. Yeah. Stand This Woven Kingdom. It's such a pretty book. Like I've seen so many people showing it off lately because I know a lot of people used it for our fantasy.
Yeah.
I feel like the thread magic. Anyway, we went off on a tangent and we should probably get to reading. You and I should probably actually read some of this book.
That is very true.
Just maybe. I'll see you in 45, friends. I actually read during this sprint, everyone.
Same.
Yay, yes! So we did the things. How far did you get?
I'm at chapter 4. So.
Oh, hold on. I'm in the middle of a chapter and I don't know which. Oh,
which I think is like halfway. I don't know. I think we're till chapter 9 or something today.
The end of chapter 8 is today. Yes.
Okay. So I'm like halfway there.
I'm in the middle of chapter 5.
Nice. So we're not far off.
No. I think if there's no interruptions in this next sprint, like we should be able to get to 8. I think that's.
Oh, yeah. And I think I might stop at 8 because, again, I have other reads that I really need to catch up on. So that I'd love to like jump back over because Katie's like leaving me in a distance with Jar of Hearts now. Like she's like, I'm hooked, and I'm like, that is fine. Go for it, binge it.
That's fair because I love that book.
Yeah, I'm really hooked to it, so I want to keep reading that. So although I will say I'm enjoying the writing style a lot of this, and it's very easy to read, but also like I think I'll really like the main characters. So far, I really like them.
I'm really enjoying this. This is what I wanted from Mia Sosa. I really love the culture that Mia Sosa puts into her books. She does a great job. Every time she's talking about like different foods, I'm like, I need to go eat. Like it's so great. And all of her books do that so well. And I do love a Friends to Lovers where we have flashback scenes like this, where we get to know them in their like original form of friends. Because I feel like if you just tell me about that versus showing me it, I feel less connected. And especially in this one where you have like a couple where like she's engaged to somebody else. And obviously we want that engagement to end. Although it doesn't seem like it's on very solid footing from the one chapter we've seen. But like I need to know why this relationship is the one I need to be rooting for. Do you know what I mean? And you can't just tell me about it. Like I need to be really invested.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like it's doing that really, really well. So
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Is this going to be a series or it's just going to be like a one?
So what is happening with Mia Sosa's books is they're interconnected standalone. So they're not a series.
Oh, okay.
You will see her characters kind of like pop up.
Yep.
A lot like Mari is related to our female characters in the other 2 books.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize that. So she only has written, this is her 3rd and that's it so far? Oh, wow. So you've read them all. You'll have read them all.
Yeah, I think she might have some YA books I haven't read, but like of her adult romances, I've read them all. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. But I read them in the opposite order of like when they came out.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't matter. Like it's literally just like they're related. Like you wouldn't even know unless somebody told you or you read them close enough together that you'd like see that. But overall, but they're not a series, which I do love. Just like a one book and done situation. Like I just adore that.
Romance, I tend to prefer that.
Me too. It depends on the situation, obviously. Like I feel like some things really do lean towards a series, but I feel like most of the time I prefer that.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Sherry. Welcome. How are you? Bree finished filming, clocking out for the evening and going to read now. Love this for you. Did some cleaning and working on my diamond painting while I watched TikTok drama videos. Very fair. I feel like this week has been quite quiet, but maybe I just haven't been seeing the drama, which is fine. I'm okay not to.
Yeah, I haven't been seeing the drama either. I'm on like reading TikTok though, so
I feel like there's the drama. Yeah, I feel like there's been so much that I'm okay to have a quiet week.
Yeah,
because there's been a lot lately.
Definitely.
Read half a chapter before I hopped onto another project. Finished today's section and started Miss Percy's Pocket Guide to Care and Feeding of British Dragons. I've heard good things about that, but I agreed that name it's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Don't have any contemporary romance on my shelf, so I didn't know what to read. I randomly picked up Talon's Sister because it was staring at me on my shelves. That sounds like a perfect reason. I love this. I hope you enjoy it. Sometimes those are the best books, though, that like you go in with like almost no expectations.
Yeah.
And they like end up being great, which is always so fun.
Yeah.
Did some planning. Read 30 pages. Got to chapter 8 and then took a booktube break. Love this. I mean, our goal is only to get to chapter 8. So
yeah,
this is probably what I will do if there's any sprint left when we get to the end of it.
same.
Think I managed to get through 14 pages again. My kids and my husband and the dog are all interrupting Nikki. I get it. I totally understand this vibe. Yes, right? I feel like she does an excellent job of really
I love that.
bringing a lot in, and I always learn something new and get introduced to something new, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Hello, Julie. Just got home and getting organized so I can settle in and read hopefully a bit of Cursed of Carved Bone. Now, Julie, you were actually talked about earlier in these sprints with this book that you told someone not to bother with it. Has it gotten better? Or is it still not bother? Let me know. Read a couple chapters and chatted with my hubby. Ate dinner and took a shower. Hello, Winter. Winter. I would love to be reading this with you.
I would love to be reading this. Well, this is the third, correct?
Yes.
I need to read the second still.
I was just about to ask you where you were, because I also need to read the second.
No, maybe you should buddy read it, but not this month.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Oh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you live. I don't know when I'm going to be reading them because I'm reading them for vlogs for Booked for the Summer.
Okay.
Because that TBR is open. I haven't explained what the vlog concept is, and it's a little bit. It's going to be a time.
That's fair.
I had an idea for chaos, friends. It's fine.
Shocker.
So I won't know until I need to read them, if that makes sense.
I think you might have mentioned it because this is kind of ringing a bell a little bit.
It probably is. Yeah. You may have heard this in passing.
Yeah.
So if I can message you when I know.
Yeah.
And then we
That's
can.
Fair. I'm not I don't care when I read it necessarily. Just not this month, hopefully. But other than that.
Yeah. Yes, I love flashbacks in Second Chance and Fred Delivers. I feel like it's necessary, honestly.
Yeah, it really is. I'm really enjoying it, honestly. And I'm liking the dual, it switches back and forth between her and him. I'm really liking that too. So
yeah. I love how we're all like, Julie, we need to know. I haven't, because I keep forgetting about this series of hers. This is true. I haven't read these because I forget about it and I need to go back. Got to chapter 13. Why did I think it was just the 3? Okay, maybe this is my fault.
That's funny.
That I keep forgetting there's more. I feel like it's just the 3, but there's more. And I need to go back and read the rest. Because I've only read Worst Best Man, the most recent 3. Got to chapter 11 and liking it so far. Oh, that's fair. Commentary channels.
Oh, okay.
Very fair. Gonna keep going with Death of the Author. I mean, if you want to chat with me while you're reading it, feel free to message me. I did finish the book. Kelsey didn't, but I did.
No, don't message. Well, you can message me, but I won't know what you're talking about.
I did actually finish. It just, the vlog didn't, it was the vlog was a time. There was just too much to talk about, and I was also 3 weeks into a very competitive readathon, so tackling a really commentary heavy book, my brain was not you know what I mean? My brain was scattered by that point. And also, little fun fact looking back now, I was getting sick.
Yes.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
This was unknown to me. But I was getting ill at the time and putting it off as not, I was trying to, you know how sometimes you try to gaslight your body?
Oh, yes.
That's what I was doing. And I was sick for a good week before I came to terms with the fact that I was sick and actually went to a doctor. And then it was really bad by the time I got it fixed. Does that make sense? Where it would have been no problem had I done it right away. It's fine. It's fine. Only read 1 chapter so far. It's early days, but it feels like a mix of Pride and Premeditation and Lady Trent. I mean, I love Lady Trent. I haven't read Pride and Premeditation yet, but it's on Timmy's TBR for this month. So I'm going to read it. I'm actually doing, considering it's only June 8th, I feel like I'm doing a really good job with tackling Timmy's. I only have 3 books left, and one's only 50 pages.
Nice.
Well, one's only 50 pages. So, like, really 2.
Yeah. Really good.
And one is 8 hours regular speed, and one is 7 hours regular speed. So, like, they're small.
Totally doable, yeah.
Yeah, if I don't do it, everyone, like when we get to the end of the month and I go, I didn't accomplish this, let's all clip this moment of me feeling way of just counting my chickens away before they hatched. Gonna finish today's section and read Gifted and Talented. I support this message because
Gifted we're all switching, it seems.
We're all like, okay,
which is fine.
We've got too much to do, too many things to read.
Yeah.
But also, Gifted and Talented is currently my best book of the year. So, and honestly, I don't know if it can be topped.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
you never know.
R.F. Kuan might do it.
Oh, true. Yes.
There is a actually, I want to restate that. Is R.F. Kuan very well might, but I don't know if anybody else can.
That will not be a top for me.
No.
If that's a top, I'd be absolutely shocked.
Truly.
If I even give that higher than a 4, I'd be shocked.
Airbnb drama. Oh, what happened? I don't even know. Reads more of my book and ate chicken fajita quesadillas. That sounds amazing. Always. It's every Mia Sosa book makes me want to eat the food.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ate dinner and I'm through chapter 5. Gonna have to use most of the next sprint herding kids toward Dreamland. Totally fair. I mean, we're only trying to get to 8, so it's fine. 5 is good enough.
Yeah.
It's fine. Love the second chance and dual PO free. I'm sad this one didn't work for me. That's okay. Everybody reads a book differently, and every book is different. We are ones. I mean, we have a whole vlog project.
Yeah.
Of can we, do the thing.
You and I could get a 5-star together.
Yeah.
But it's just all of us collectively. If
that's any 2 of us could. Like Leandra and I could, you and I could, Rainey and I could. You and Rainey could, you and Leandra could.
Me and Leandra we went back. We didn't give any of the same books 5, so I am unsure of us. I am actually unsure. Like, the next project, if we ever get this, I guess if we ever get this, we'll know. But, like, that Leandra and I can give a 5. But, like, Leandra and I have not collectively given a book a 5. Everyone else has collectively.
I've definitely given a book a 5 with each of you.
Yeah. No, you definitely have. Yeah.
Because you and I have definitely given a book a 5-star before.
Yeah. Not in the recent years, but. Well, actually, no, Lisa Jewell.
We did. This summer will be different last year for B&K.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So, like, yes, in recent years. But
yeah, there's been a couple. Rainey and I have not as many, but there is, like, If We Were Villains. I feel like Spark of the Everflame.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one for us. I gave Spark 5.
There we go. So there's a couple. Leandra and I, God Killer is the first one that comes to mind. So I have with all of you individually.
Yeah.
I support ordering something and treating yourself. I support this. Do the same. Gaslight myself. Totally committed my impulse a few weeks ago. Inside denial for 2 days until I quite literally couldn't walk. This was.
Yeah.
I did definitely mean July. If I said June, I meant July.
I didn't even catch it.
Honestly, I forget that it's Monday. So it's how far ago Monday was.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, but like I thought it was Monday.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 days ago,
Yes.
And then you have me for who knows I'm sick. And it's like, nope, I got things to do. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you're like, no, I can't do this. This is perfect.
Ooh, exciting.
Caitlin, I hope you enjoy. I know Olivia Blake is a really polarizing author. I think. You either love Olivia Blake or you hate Olivia Blake. I don't think there's a lot of like middle ground. Just the writing style is really different. But I truly just love.
I know you do, yeah.
Glad I waited and did try to push through during June, so I'm able to soak it in and absorb it. Someone complained about an Airbnb and then went to another one and also had problems there.
Wow.
So it sounds like she's the problem and not the Airbnb.
Yeah.
What is the common denominator? Dislike
True.
The same
That's not hard for us to dislike the same book, but to love the same book. We did have a couple 4 stars and 3s, but not a 5.
I love this cute octogenarian Bessie. Still trying to find a 5-star. How long will it take us?
I hope kind of long, to be honest.
I do too, because it's really fun to make.
It is fun.
Like, we're having so much fun.
Yeah, it's a really good
We
time.
have
Will we
so
say that in a year? Maybe not.
Maybe not. It's actually not that much work because it's only one book a
No, it's
month.
so
Like,
fun.
it's not really that bad.
And I think this one will be even more fun because we're actually reading at the same time. So
Yes. I'm excited for that. I need to do the breakdown because I said I would and then I didn't.
well, we don't need it till Sunday, so
You know, I actually halfway through that sprint, I realized that I didn't because I think it's because like it's sitting on that book card and I just happened to look over. So I went and put it in my Friday calendar of like my to-do list for Friday. So it'll be done Friday.
Yeah.
Rainey and I have Bloom. Look, even Leandra and Rainey have one. So it's really you and Leandra that are the problem.
It is. We are. Well, which one of us is the problem? I'm kidding.
I would have thought it would have been me and Rainey because truly me and Rainey do not agree on books very often.
Yes.
But we have agreed on some books.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I would say you've been looking like the easiest to please from this. And I haven't been looking that bad either, except Blood Over Brighthaven. But other than that, like, not a bad, like, I feel like we've been like, you've definitely been the top, like, easiest to please. And then, like, me, like, kind of further down. And then, like, Rainey. And then maybe Leandra, if I'm basing it off of everything.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who would have thought I would be the easiest to please?
Well, we'll see what things just
Who would have thought?
We'll see. Your tastes have changed, so I'm very interested.
I'm nervous, honestly.
And then we're reading another one from him the next month, so it's going to be really exciting.
Frederick Bachman is an auto-buy author. If I come up to Frederick Bachman and I don't love it, I will cry on the floor.
Yeah, I know.
The problem is Frederick Bachman doesn't release books very often, so it's been a while since
he said this might be his last, my friends.
I heard that.
Like, he wasn't sure, so...
Yeah, that's fair. I haven't read Alone with You in the Ether, but I have it. It's right there.
I don't have that one.
Audio is really
Agreed.
helpful. Agreed. I honestly think immersion reading Olivia Blake is like the way to go.
Same with R.F. Kuang from what I heard.
I have hope. I have hope too.
I do too. You're right. That one would have actually been a miss for me and a like for all of you.
This one never got vlogged, so nobody knows. It didn't happen.
That is so
blinked and we missed it.
Yes.
None of us started it. Kelsey DNF'd it before any of us could start, so there was no point. And it's fine. Okay. You ready to sprint again?
Yes, I am.
Let's get to chapter 8. I'll
Hopefully.
see you in 45. I got to the end of chapter 8 with like 1 minute left on that timer. Like I was done, and it was tight. It was a tight one. So I didn't put my thoughts in the Discord because obviously I haven't had time, but I will. Yeah. I will.
I made it to like I'm at the start of chapter 8, end of chapter 7, so I have one more chapter to do.
Oh, so we're so close.
Yeah. And I wasn't like pushing that hard during that sprint. Like I was kind of like lazily, like slowly reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm really liking this book, honestly. I'm having a great time.
It's very like easy to read, and like
so easy.
The characters are very like what's the word I'm like they're very likable.
They are both very likable, and I'm rooting for them.
Yes.
And I can see how we got to the point where we've gotten to. Like, it makes sense. Like, sometimes things don't make sense. I'm like, no, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, like it seems so outlandish, but it does.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I really like the little voice messages from her mother in the book, just like every once in a while. I think that's like a fun
the
touch.
WhatsApp messages. Yeah,
the WhatsApp messages. I think that's a really nice touch.
I know. Yeah, it just feels very like authentic and like it, obviously it's a little bit more like dramatic, but like it kind of feels like it could be a little bit realistic at the same time.
It does.
Yeah.
It enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no romance book is ever going to be exactly like how life works, but I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. And I'm having a good time, which is great.
Same.
Hold on, let me scroll up. With that, friends, that was going to be our last sprint because I reached my goal, but I also am getting very tired because it's almost 10 o'clock here. So we'll have a little chat and then we'll head out. But hello, Ro, this is really good to know because I have my eye on this to buy today.
Okay.
For New Release Tuesday. Now I couldn't go to the bookstore because all day I didn't have the ability, and then tonight I was here. So I need to go do New Release Tuesday, just not on Tuesday. Read a book with my littles and put them to bed. Took the whole sprint. Fair. Also, we have Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn. Reading Insatiable. Am I saying that right? Insatiable. That's what it is. Thank you.
I'm never the grammar, like how to pronounce things right.
We get together. We get there in the end. It's fine. And finishing off the last 30 pages of Atmosphere.
I'm still reading it.
Oh my goodness. I haven't started. I'm going to read it the week of the live show. But for anyone who doesn't know about Genre Ben Com Club, this is B&K Book Club. This is a different book club, but Kelsey's guest hosting for this month. And so is Brooklyn and Julie. And Julie's here too. Julie's not a guest host. Julie and I run the book club, Genre Ben Com Club. And Brooklyn is guest hosting and Kelsey is guest hosting. And we're reading Taylor Jenkins Reid's Atmosphere. And the spot for it is, thank you. Mine was too far away.
I have it right here. I haven't picked it up in days, but I have it right here.
It's right there. And the space to join us is also in the B&K Discord because I refuse to have multiple Discords going at the same time because my brain will explode. So I keep everything kind of in one home.
Yeah.
Made a pasta salad to go with supper and went looking for the Hunger Games DVDs. Yes. This makes sense to me that it would result.
This happens to me all the time.
Totally. So most of that sprint, music editing, but the last 20 minutes was trying to troubleshoot. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hate technology. Read a few more pages and got distracted. Speaking of Julie, the power has returned. Finished chapter 8 and have the kids in the bath. I'm loving these characters. Me too. Are we going to have back-to-back winning books?
I don't foresee this. Like, it's not going to go downhill, in my opinion. So it could only go uphill or stay like the same. Right now, it's like, if I had to guess, I would give it a 4. If I had to guess.
That's where I'm at with it, too.
Yeah, which is 4 is great to me.
Perfect. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
Ate dinner and got to chapter 19.
Yes.
Finished the section of diamond painting I was working on and got my video I filmed edited. Amazing. 28 pages. Hello. Was playing Killer Frequency, and then I will be reading The Teacher. Ooh. I need to read more Frida, honestly.
I don't really plan to read more Frida. I don't know. The
Here's the-
Inmate was such a miss, and it's just.
I just don't read a lot of. I'm not in my thriller era right now, but if I return, I think Frida would be one that I would return to, just because they're like so fast and like quick, you know. It's general / historical fiction and romance. Thank you.
I knew you'd get there. Well, I hope so. I was like, oh, I'll just throw you a bone.
Technically, it's like historical fiction, but like historical fiction isn't a genre, so general fiction's the drama. But yeah, you know, general fiction and romance are the blends. Had dinner and got to chapter 15 in one dark kiss. You are almost caught up to me. You're so close. I read so much of this today. Did I need to? No, I should have been reading Butcher and Blackbird.
Yeah.
Because I lose the audio for Butcher and Blackbird tomorrow.
Yeah. That's a quick read from what I remember.
I don't have much left of Butcher and Blackbird. It'll be fine. Hold on, let me see. It's a doable amount for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I don't lose it until like, so I really lose it like Thursday, but like early hours of the morning, you know?
Yeah.
I have 4 hours and 16 minutes normal speed. So like 2 hours.
Okay.
That's fine. That'll be fine. I can finish that tomorrow. The Tenant by Frida was so good. There you go. I actually saw somebody on TikTok reading this like today. Is it new?
No.
Might be. No.
I think it's her newest, but I don't think it's like at least 6 months old. I think this is the one that came out like, I don't know, summer of last year.
That makes sense.
I want to say, or maybe it was another one. I'm just making things up. But
truly, I wouldn't know.
I find kind of all of her books, like the covers kind of somehow blend together for me in my head.
Also love The Tenant. It came out in May. So yeah,
that's so funny.
Yeah, then it is new then. That makes
sense. It is new. She had another one last summer. That's the one I'm thinking of, I guess.
I think that's The Teacher.
Oh, yes, it is The Teacher. Yes.
Which makes sense why you're getting them mixed up, because they're like
Tenant, Teacher,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I actually, speaking of a book which I didn't need right now, so I hit deliver later, but I today got offered Lisa Jewell's new audiobook. Libby sent it to me, and I was like, I don't need that yet. We're not reading that until like September or whenever. I don't even know.
September. I'm very excited.
So it's going to be a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Oh, The Crash is what we're thinking of. Could be.
Honestly, they all blend together.
They all have just like the with one word.
Yeah, and the covers are all like, well, not all, but like The Teacher, The Crash. Like a few of them are like dark blue or black, and they just like in my mind they blend.
Well, and it makes sense because I feel like you want an author's books to all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
You know? That was her latest before The Tenant.
Oh, okay. So then Teacher must have been before that.
I have no idea. Yeah. Okay. We're going to end it here, though, friends. I will be back on Saturday for Weekend at Timmy's launch sprints at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kelsey may or may not be joining. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. We'll figure it out. If not, it'll be me, and who knows who it'll be. But I will see you on Saturday. Bye.